Israel HA-DASHOT, where we give you a weekly report on the top news in Israel from the top news websites of Israel. And we give you the top news items and the top best stuff of Israeli news. Shalom everybody, and welcome to Israel HA-DASHOT. I'm your anchor, David Kilimnick. This week of December 23rd, in the news, Jerusalem Post reports that Bibi Netanyahu is ready for stage 2 of expelling the migrants. The Jerusalem Post also reports of the finalists of this year's Israel's Sports Personality Award. The Times of Israel reports about 2 Qassam rockets that a terrorist Palestinian group was rocketing into Israel and landed in the Gaza Strip area, which Israel is now being blamed for. The Jerusalem Post reports of the Germans who are officials, German officials who say that Jews should move to Uganda. Still, Haaretz reports about the chief scientist of Israel is warning of budget cuts, that it will affect high tech. YNET reports of Satmars who are willing to give cash for people who choose not to vote in Israel, living the democratic dream of our new Israeli state. YNET also reports of Saudi Arabians from Saudi Arabia, leaders of Saudi Arabia, another country in the Middle East, who are accusing Israel of using beautiful women in politics. Jerusalem Post reports of Turkey, who lifts their objections to Israel joining NATO, as they are now feeling it is fine if Israel also wants to bomb itself. Shalom, this is Israel HA-DASHOT, where we bring you the top news from the top news agencies. In the top headline, we have Netanyahu, who is ready for stage 2 of expelling the migrants. He skipped stage 1 as he was not able to catch them. Quote, "Damn, these non-Jewish people are really fast. Let them win another Tiberius marathon. They run faster than us." Unquote. Netanyahu is expelling the migrants in an effort to show solidarity with the rest of the world in a lack of support for human decency, showing no care or love for anybody. There is talk of a 3-stage solution in which the migrants will be put somewhere else. In the next story from Jerusalem Post, Israel tries to show that Israel has athletes. Finalists for Sports Personality of the Year are Ben Shimon, Blat, Gershoni, Korzitz, and Shatilov. Anybody who cares about this. If you follow sports, you might care about this story. If you follow Israeli sports, you might care about this story. If you are like most Israelis and follow sports of other countries with non-Jewish athletes, you will not care. The winner will be revealed in the December 28th issue of the J-Post and will follow in the footsteps of Lee Korzitz, Shahar Peer, Inbal Pizarro, and other athletes you have never heard of. Lee Korzitz is an Israeli windsurfer who has won 3 windsurfing world championships. Shahar Peer is an Israeli professional tennis player. Her career-high singles ranking was 11. Other awards that she is known for not winning include Wimbledon, US Open, the French Open, and the Australian Open. It's good you're making money. Keep at it. Another winner of this award was Omri Caspi, who unsuccessfully played for the Cleveland Cavaliers. This story touches my heart. It really touches me. The top player for Israeli basketball. Way to go, Omri. We're proud of you, Omri. Can't wait till you come back to Israel and make it on another box of Talma. These cornflakes love you. Omri, way to go. 2 points for you and Israel. Love you, Omri. And the next piece, reported in the Times of Israel. 2 Qassam rockets headed towards Israel. And then they landed in the Gaza Strip. Israel has been blamed again for this act of terrorism perpetrated by Palestinians. Israel was blamed as there was no Iron Dome over the Gaza Strip. Bibi is now ready for the next operation. Bibi says that Israel army is preparing to deal with Hamas on a heavier blow. To use a pun. The new operation is going to be called Operation Pillar of Rocket that you threw at yourself. Pillar of your own fire at you. Israel intelligence expects Hamas to blow up itself within the course of the next 8 days. And in the next news headline from the Jerusalem Post, German official says Jews should go to Uganda. Not giving up. Kol hakavod to you. Don't give up on the anti-Semitism, my German friend. Thank you. As if Germany did not have a bad enough reputation as it is. Next story on HA-DASHOT. Reported in Haaretz, chief scientist warns budget cuts are endangering Israel high tech. Once again, proving poor people are dumb. Avi Hassan goes on to explain. Avi Hassan is the chief trade and labor minister who has failed to win any significant budget increase for his office in 2 years. What kind of a leader does not know how to siphon funds from the Israeli government. Get rid of Avi Hassan. And you wonder why high-tech people are working in high-tech and do not own the high-tech companies. Avi, get money from the Israeli government. The article goes on to make a good point, as without budget, you cannot hire workers. Budget cuts are endangering my ability to make a living. And the next article. Next story. In YNET News. Satmar offers Israelis cash for not voting. Democracy is making it to the next level. I have just decided not to vote. I have not voted in the past 10 years. Can I get cash for that? Please. The article goes on. Israelis who are not planning to vote in upcoming Knesset elections can make some money off of it. If you need that to be spelled out for you, you are too dumb to be making it in the shuk market of the Middle East. There is money involved in this. I am not a political person. We are just a news anchor. But I will say, you, listening at home, can make good money for not voting in the Israeli election. If you are an American citizen living in Israel, and you have an Israeli Teudat Mizahah, an Israeli voter's certificate, okay? Do not vote. If you do not understand what the elections are about, do not vote. Call your local Satmar friend, and I repeat, get money. Cash. Cash. And people say, oh, Satmar does not love their fellow Jew. Satmar loves their fellow Jew and knows better than anyone else what their fellow Jew likes. As reported by the German official, Jews want money. The question we are left with is, will Israel tax the gift money given by the Satmar Hasidim? To be reported next on Israel HA-DASHOT. Saudi Arabia's Al Arabiya News Network has devoted a feature to the rise of beautiful women in Israeli politics. In quote, beautiful women have taken down regimes. In this list of hotties, running for the Labour and Likud parties, not to confuse any voters to vote just because they're so hot, we have Tzipi Livni, Tzipi Hatoveli, and Nadia Hilo. Do not, I repeat, do not let their looks deceive you. You can still, by not voting, make much money off of the Satmar Hasidic sect. I am not one to judge Israeli beauty or women based on their looks. If I may say, I do not believe the Saudi Arabian people who write for Al Arabiya have recently seen women. As per the request of other Middle Eastern countries, we are now requiring Israeli women running for political office to wear a niqab, hijab, or burqa. But before we put the hijab on the Israeli politicianesties, let us judge who the hottest Israeli politicianest is. The judgment was made last week when we took a poll out in Saudi Arabia, Riyadh. We took a poll of 100 people. The winner will be announced after we tell you the two losers. The first loser was Nadia Hilo. The poll was taken for people between the ages of 60 and 85. Nadia Hilo had 30 votes. As was quoted, "Hey, she's older than I am." Tzipi Livni came in second with 31 votes. As the general populace said, she looks very scary. And our winner, due to the other woman's lack of good looks, with 39 votes, was Tzipi Hatoveli. Place your votes with Israel HA-DASHOT. Do not be afraid by voting with Israel HA-DASHOT, as you will still get your money from the Satmar Hasidim if you vote on the hotness of the Israeli politicianests. We will not let them know that you voted. It will be a silent vote. As the Israeli government will be telling Satmars who is voting. They will leak every voter's name to the Satmar Hasidim. So do not try to lie and say, "Yes, I did not vote." But give a white lie and vote for the hot Israeli politicianest who you can now see still in their full face uncovered until the election, in which they will be forced to wear a hijab. And the next story, reported in the Jerusalem Post. Turkey lifts objection to Israel-NATO cooperation, as Turkey is fine with Israel blowing itself up. The Israel-Turkey relations were hurt when Turkey tried to smuggle weapons into Israel, when Israel did not allow Turkey to smuggle the weapons in. Turkey claiming, "Hey, that's not right. If we're friends, shouldn't we be able to blow you up?" And in yet other news, women are hard to meet. And that wraps it up for the week of December 23rd. I'm your news anchor, David Kilimnick, and this is Israel HA-DASHOT.